Hello everyone and welcome back to Know Your 9 5-Minute Breakdown. My name is Jasmine Means and I am the Title IX coordinator here at Cascadia College. Today I'm going to give you a quick less than 5-minute breakdown of Title IX and pregnancy protections and why they matter and what your rights are. So, to understand pregnancy protections, we have to start with the history. Come with me back to 1964. The Civil Rights Act prohibited discrimination in federally funded institutions, but it didn't fully address gender discrimination in education. At that time, women were being denied admission into programs, given fewer scholarships, excluded from athletics, and even forced to drop out of school due to pregnancy. Women across the country pushed back. Leaders like Congresswoman Patsy Mink and Senator Birch Bayh helped create what we now know as Title IX, which passed in 1972. And women like Shirley Chisholm helped push national conversations about equality and equity forward, making this legislation extremely possible. Over time, Title IX expanded. By the 1970s, it included athletics equity. By the 1980s and the 1990s, courts recognized sexual harassment and assault as forms of discrimination. And today, Title IX also protects against pregnancy discrimination. Under the 2020 Title IX regulations, pregnancy and related conditions are considered sex-based discrimination. This includes pregnancy, childbirth, termination of pregnancy, and recovery from any of these conditions. Pregnancy must be treated the same as any temporary medical condition. That means institutions must excuse pregnancy-related absences, provide reasonable modifications, allow makeup work, restore academic status and employment status, and apply policies fairly. Now let's be very clear. Institutions cannot force you to take leave, penalize you for absences, exclude you from programs or activities, or treat you differently because you are pregnant. That is discrimination under Title IX. This is where people get a little confused. Under the 2020 regulations, there is no academic removal from labs or clinical settings just because a student is pregnant. Instead, schools must do an individualized assessment. Any changes must be reasonable and comparable, and safety decisions cannot be based on assumptions. Examples of allowed support can be adjustments to schedules, makeup labs, alternative assignments, standard safety equipment. It must be the decision of the pregnant person if they would like to drop or continue a course. If you are a student, you can request accommodations through Student Accessibility Services, also known as SAS. If you are an employee, you can request accommodations through Human Resources. And Title IX steps in when there is a concern, a violation, or a risk of discrimination. Or if you just want to disclose, that's okay too. At the end of the day, Title IX is about access. Pregnancy should never be a barrier to your education, your job, or your future. So remember, know your 9, know your rights, and know your options.